In this session, I'll be explaining about the eukaryotic DNA replication, DNA polymerase enzymes. Okay. So in this session, we are going to see about the DNA polymerase enzymes which are required in eukaryotic DNA replication. The eukaryotic replisome, okay, requires a large number of interactive protein factors with different enzymatic activities. It includes 11 subunit CMG helicase and 3 different multi-subunit B family of DNA polymerases. So in this session, I am going to explain about the DNA polymerases which are present in the yeast cells. Okay, in the budding yeast, you can see three types of DNA polymerases. DNA polymerase alpha primase, which is also called DNA polymerase 1, DNA polymerase epsilon, it's also called DNA polymerase 2, and DNA polymerase delta, which is called DNA polymerase 3. Okay. So all these DNA polymerases in the yeast cells comprised in the family B family DNA polymerase. Okay. So in the B family polymerase, the enzyme, the yeast cells enzymes consist of 5 domains. Okay. It has got a palm domain which carries the catalytic residues, fingers domain which will wrap the nascent base pairs, a thumb domain which connects the DNA minor groove, and an exonuclease domain with the active polymerase epsilon and polymerase delta but inactive polymerase alpha primase. Okay, and N terminal domain NTD and a metal binding C terminal domain CTD, which will lies in the end of the catalytic subunits and provides a platform for recruiting a structurally related regulatory subunit. So these are the B family of DNA polymerases. Polymerases 1, it's also called polymerase alpha, and DNA polymerase epsilon and DNA polymerase delta. Okay. So this B family of DNA polymerase alpha primase. So it's also called DNA polymerase 1. Okay. So polymerase alpha primase, it has got intact primase activity, which is a heterotetramer. It's a tetramer unit, consists of 4 subunits composed of 2 polymerase subunits. The that is POL1 and POL12. This POLA1 and POLA2 belongs to mammalian eukaryotic DNA primase. Okay, DNA polymerase alpha, this POLA1 and POLA2. In yeast cell you can find POL1 and POL12 and 2 primase subunits PRI1 and PRI2. Okay, so these are the heterotetrameric subunits of polymerase alpha primase enzyme. Okay, this POL1 and PRI1 encodes the DNA polymerase and RNA primase catalytic activities, while POL12 and P prime 2 are the regulatory subunits. Okay, it has got 2 catalytic subunit and 2 regulatory subunit. So these are the 4 subunits of the enzyme DNA polymerase alpha. It has got POL1, POL12 and PRI1 and PRI2. Okay. So 2 catalytic subunit and 2 regulatory subunit. This at the replication fork, this polymerase alpha primase will interact with the protein CTF4 associated with the GINS protein complex. Okay, this polymerase 1 primase will occupy the unwound lagging strand for repeated priming. So it will go and occupy a region in the lagging strand and it synthesizes primers. Okay, repeated primers. Next enzyme is DNA polymerase epsilon. It's also called polymerase 2. So this polymerase epsilon from yeast and humans consist of 4 subunits, that is POL2, DPB2, DPB3 and DPB4. Okay. Uh, and this POL2 is the catalytic subunit. It is twice as large as the catalytic subunit of polymerase delta. Okay, so in humans you can see this POLE1, POLE2, POLE3, POLE4. Okay, so these are the subunits present in the mammalian eukaryotic polymerase epsilon. In the yeast cell you can find these four subunits: POL12, DPB2, DPB3 and DPB4. This DPB2 and DPB4 has got kinase activities which will be helping in the activation of this MCM. Okay. This polymerase 2, okay, this enzyme polymerase 2 has got repair function, and it has got exonuclease activities which are restricted in the N-terminal end, and in the C-terminal end the exonuclease activity plays more a structural role. Okay, it plays a more important structural role. Next enzyme is DNA polymerase delta. This DNA polymerase delta from the yeast comprises of three subunits: POL3, POL31 and POL32. The equivalent subunits for mammalian eukaryotic DNA polymerase delta is POLD1, POLD2 and POLD3. Okay, polymerase D1, polymerase D2 and polymerase D3. It also has an additional, in humans it has got an additional subunit called POLD4. Okay, whereas in the yeast cell it has got three subunits: POL3, POL31 and POL32. The POL3, okay, this POL3 as a catalytic subunit, this POL3 and POLD1 has got a catalytic subunit which encodes both polymerase and 3' to 5' exonuclease proofreading activity. This polymerase 3 catalytic core provides high fidelity to the polymerase delta enzyme. So that is, if any wrong base pair is incorporated in the growing chain, means this polymerase 3 will efficiently sense that mismatch up to 5 base pairs away from the site of insertion. So it means it provides high fidelity to replication. So these are the enzymes which belongs to the B family of yeast cells. And this DNA polymerase delta, RNA DNA primer chains are extended. Okay, so it will extend the primer chains and it completes the synthesis of Okazaki fragment in the lagging strand, and it will also catalyze the continuous synthesis in the leading strand. Okay, so these are the major enzymes: polymerase alpha, polymerase epsilon and polymerase delta are the major DNA polymerases, eukaryotic DNA polymerases identified and characterized in the budding yeast cells. Polymerase alpha is got a primase activity which helps during the synthesis of Okazaki fragment, and delta is responsible to complete both lagging and leading strand. And polymerase alpha can interact with the other proteins pCNA and replication factor C. Okay, it needs activation. It will interact with these two proteins to be active. So these are the enzymes present in the B family of yeast cells. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe and support the channel Biochemistry DSP.